So I told how Narada Rishi told Ramayana in brief to Valmiki Rishi. And also I told how Dasharatha Maharaj gave up his body, feeling separation from his son. And actually it was because of a curse he had received when he was young, because he shot by accident the son of a blind couple of rishis. And then that's why he was cursed, because he killed their son accidentally, that he would give up his body. Just like we, like these parents were blind and lost their son, we are giving up our body, feeling separation from our son. In the same way, Dasharatha Maharaj will also feeling separation from your son. He remembered this thing that had happened. In the time of his death, he realized that it was because of the curse also. He was dying. Later on, the dead body of Dasharatha Maharaj was kept in some oil and other substances. Was kept because at that time, when he passed away, Rama and Lakshmana in the forest, and Bharata and Shtrughna were not in Ayodhya, they were in Anihal. And that day when the Dasharatha Maharaj left body, Bharata, while in Nanihal, he had terrible nightmares. And then, when Bharata Shatrughna came back from Nanihal to the city of Ayodhya, they saw Ayodhya was completely full of grief and mourning. Bharata didn't even know that his father had given up his life in this way. Even Bharata also didn't know that Ramachandra had gone to the forest. He didn't know anything. Bharata saw that there was no one to welcome him when he came back to the kingdom. No one to give affection, love, like everyone was. When he saw Ayodhya, he became in shock. Bharata. After that, he saw that his mother, KK, she was wearing white clothes. He saw this and became in shock again. Who welcomed him was only Mantara. Mantara was very happy. Mantara told, "Hey Bharat, I've prepared everything for you. I've done everything for you. All the thorns on your path, I've removed everything, like all the obstacles, everything's clear for you." Bharata didn't understand what was she talking about. He was like, what? What are the thorns on my way? What is this that you removed? What is it? Bharataji, first thing he wanted to know, where's my brother Rama? Where's my father? Then at that time, KK told, your father has passed away. Hearing this, Bharat became full of grief. But where's my brother Ram and Lakshmana? Where's my sister-in-law Sita? Where is she? Oh, I have sent everyone to live in the forest. Bharata felt like the sky had just fallen on his head. The sky fell on his head. He felt like. Then Mantara told everything what had happened. Mantara was the topmost happy. Like she was the happiest person there in Ayodhya at this time. Mantara means her mind is always thinking, planning. That's why her name is Mantara. What is the meaning? Her mind is very unsteady. Always thinking many things. That's why her name is Mantara. Hearing this, Bharat became stunned. Shtrughna also, when he heard, that, and he realized that the root of all the things that happened was Mantara. Shtrughna, he wanted to beat Mantara because he realized she was the root of everything. He was about to beat her, but Bharata said, no, don't beat her because you should never beat a woman. If we do this, Brother Ram will give up us forever. If we beat a woman, Brother Ram will never give up us forever. Then after that, Vashishta and all the superiors came and pacified Bharat. In the end, the body of Dasharatha Maharaj was burned according to all the rituals and Vedic rules. After that, he thought what to do, Bharat. Sumanta and the ministers, they were giving advice that the throne was empty. So he should accept the kingdom, should not become empty, the throne. Bharataji said, the only person who should sit in this throne is my brother Ram. So he said, let's take everything and let's go until where my brother is staying. Let's bring all the things from the kingdom and let's go into him. Let's go where he's staying at Chitrakoot. So Bharataji brought all elephants, horses, all the wealth of the kingdom, all the treasure. He brought everything, and also many people from the kingdom, and he came to Chitrakoot. Shambhu. So after Chitrakoot, where did he reach? To the banks of the Ganges. Gohak. Okay. Triveni. Okay, so Bharat bathes in the Triveni. This story is very beautiful. When so he was bathed in the Triveni, Ganga Jamuna Saraswati junction. Then Then Ganges appeared directly in front of Bharat, Ganga Devi. And at that moment, Bharataji said, Ganga, if you want to give me a benediction, I just want that my mind would always be focused in the lotus feet of Lord Rama. Bharat was so upset. He was so miserable. Why? He was thinking in his mind that what will I speak to my brother Ram? How can I speak to him? How can I look at his face? People of this world will tell that the son is just like the mother, like that I have so many interests, right? That's why I wanted to become the king. It was my plan. People will think bad of me also. Bharat was thinking. So when Bharat was about to arrive in Chitrakoot, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita were in Chitrakoot, and Bharat was coming. Bharata brought all the armies also and came there. But when he was arriving, Lakshman saw that Bharata was coming with everyone, army and everything, and Lakshman became very angry. The story is there also. I'll kill Bharat. Oh, my brother, Lakshman told. He didn't come. He came alone. Who was alone? Bharat. Alone. Anyway, Lakshman, he was thinking that Bharata wanted to kill them, basically. And then that's why Lakshman was so angry and said, I will kill Bharat. But Rama said, you don't know what is in the heart of Bharat, in his heart. Lakshman thought that Bharata wanted to actually finish them, like, oh, you'll not get the kingdom and also you cannot stay here, something like that. So also we heard how Lakshman, later he apologized to Bharat because Lakshman thought many bad things about Bharat when he saw him coming to Chitrakoot. And then after Lakshman apologized. Because Bharata only had one thing in his mind. He wanted somehow or another bring Ram back to Ayodhya. That's the only thing he wanted, coming there to Chitrakoot. So during the night, Bharata was massaging the feet of Ram in Chitrakoot. Then Bharata told at the time, Bhaiya, please somehow or another, please come back to Ayodhya. Ramachandra explained to him with very beautiful words, sweet words. He said, it's not a fault of our father, and also no fault of Kiki. The father is tied to tell the truth. He's tied to follow his words and the truth. Kiki had asked for 2 blessings in the past. Right? He was owing her 2 blessings. And then Dasharatha Maharaj told Kiki, whenever you want, you can ask me these 2 blessings. So she just asked for it. What is her fault? Ramachandra is so humble. So Ramachandra told, hey Bharat, KK has no faults, and our father also has no faults. Our father is so religious. किसी को मिलता no one like our father in the whole world. If the father is pleased with us, also all demigods become pleased. Not everyone can get this kind of father in their destiny. Nowadays in Kali Yuga, how are the fathers? Huh? But Ramachandra told my father, in the 3 worlds you cannot find a father like ours. Completely firm in the truth and in the Dharma religion. They prefer to die than to break a vow or a promise. So what is the fault in KK? She just asked for her 2 blessings. You see, those who are very great personalities, they don't see anyone's faults. So Bhagavan Ramachandra, he didn't see any fault in any of the subjects also of the kingdom. Actually, Bhagavan does not see the faults in anyone. He just thinks that this jiva is ignorant. Ignorant souls. Like they don't know. He's doing this, thinking this, saying this because of his own ignorance. Just like mother and father, they never see the faults of their kids. They know a boy is doing that because he has no knowledge. That's ignorance. So they try to explain, the parents, mother, father, try to explain to the kid. After that, Ramachandra told in a very beautiful way, my father is a religious person, Dharmatma Pita. He's established in the religion. His steadiness, he's prepared to follow Dharma at any circumstance. Dharmanishta. And after that, there was a great assembly in Chitrakoot. There was a great assembly. Even the father of Sita, Siradhvaja Janaka, also came to that assembly. Vashishta, all the great saints also came. The superiors, everyone was there. Bharata, he just was fixed in one thing. What was he saying again and again? Oh brother, please come back to Ayodhya. That's it. Let's go back. Go back to Ayodhya. Even KK, what did she do? She said, oh Ram, I asked for those benedictions. I'm taking back what I asked for. But Ramachandra told, oh mother, this blessing and all these things you had, it's with my father, not with me. This deal of this promise was with my father, not with me. And so this time is past already. How can you take it back now? And also because father has passed away. He has gone to Swarga, like he's passed away. Swargavas. So what to do now? Ramachandra said, I must follow the words of my father. Father gave his promise to you, not to me. So Ramachandra tried to explain to all of them. But Bharata was stubborn. Ramachandra was also stubborn in his own opinion, and Bharata also in his own. Ramachandra was only saying one thing: I will stay for 14 years in the forest. And Bharat was also fixed, saying, somehow I must bring Brother Ram back to Ayodhya to be the king. All things that were discussed in that assembly, the essence was this. When Ram was saying these things, fixing his thing, I have to follow instruction of my father being the forest. And Bharat saying, you have to come back, please. So, the father of Sitaji, Siradhvaja Janaka, he gave a beautiful speech. He told, what is prema? Bharat, what is prema? Prema does not see his own happiness. The person who loves is not looking for his own happiness, only sees how the one he loves can be happy. How your beloved can be happy. Even if he becomes happy, making me suffering, this is my complete most happiness. How can my beloved be happy? You're not looking at your own happiness. So what does your beloved want? What does Ram want? If Rama will go back to Ayodhya, will he be happy or not going back? Ramachandra won't be happy. That's why you have to see how your beloved will be happy and do that. That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita explained this verse, Nagani apana dukh. I am not caring for my own happiness, I only desire his happiness. So in which stage this is happening? Stage of prema. All I want is his happiness. If he's happy, giving me suffering, this suffering is my most happiness. Is my topmost happiness. In this world, this kind of thing is not possible. So a very beautiful comparison was given. The love of Bharat is like an ocean. Very big ocean of love of Bharat. And Ramachandra is as like a mountain, because he's always fixed in his own words, like doesn't intransigente. Like maybe the ocean will have many big waves. The waves they will cannot take the mountain away, or maybe the mountain will be a little bit submerged in the waves, but the mountain will not break or crush or move. No, it will remain intact. What is the meaning? Bhagavan Ramachandra is completely fixed in his rules and regulations. So the example is given. The love of Bharata is as like a great ocean. And Ramachandra, fixed in his rules and regulations, Maryada is like a mountain, like a mountain. Non-moving, fixed in his rules and regulations, Maryada. Everything Ramachandra does is following the Maryadas, rules and regulations of the society. So on the basis of this ideal behavior set out by Ramachandra, Krishna later came and gave this prema madhurya. So first Ramachandra comes and establishes vidhi-marga, following all the path of rules and regulations of the society. Then, on the basis of this vidhi-marga, Krishna established madhurya prema. So there are two kinds of bhakti. One, vidhi-bhakti, and another, Raganuga-bhakti. If you don't follow vidhi-marga, only Raganuga, without following vidhi-marga, you cannot get perfection. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this verse explains. You have to follow vidhi-marga and the rules and regulations, and slowly, by having the association of the saints and by hearing Harikatha, a greed will appear in your heart. Then slowly, you'll be able to enter the path of spontaneous devotion, Raga Marga. So in Raganuga-bhakti, it's Huh? Sorry, Gurudev? There are two bhaktis, vidhi-bhakti and Raganuga-bhakti. Braja Raganuga-bhakti here in this context. Vidhi-marga is included in Raganuga-bhakti, but Raganuga-bhakti is not included in vidhi-marga. This is what I want to say. Following vidhi-marga slowly, step by step, the sadhaka, hearing Harikatha also, and hearing Brajadila Katha, slowly, a kind of greed will appear in the heart. When greed comes, then slowly, then the devotee is able to enter Raga Marga. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, Vidhi Marga Ratna Jani Swadhinata Ratna Tani, Raga Marga Karano Pravesh. You have to follow Vidhi Marga, follow the rules and regulations. If you give up Vidhi Marga and you have a life without rules, this Bhakti Utpadati Kevalam. This bhakti is a disturbance to the society only. This bhakti is a disturbance to the society. If you're not following the rules of Shruti, Smriti, Puranada. So many rules in Narada Pancharatra also. If you don't follow that, and if you think, oh, I'll do Raga Bhakti, Raganuga-bhakti, it's only a disturbance to the society. So Goswamis, so in the body of sadhakas, they are following all rules and regulations, our Goswamis. Chanting fixed rounds, doing pranams, chanting holy names, glorifying, giving up all sleepiness and food, etc. Sankhya Purvaka Namagananatibi. In the Sad-gosvami-astaka, Srinivasa Srila explains how the Goswamis, Rupa Sanatan, and all of them, they used to do bhajan. They chanted fixed rounds. They used to chant fixed rounds and singing these songs. So beautiful, my mind is like a bumblebee, honeybee, a honeybee that is always tasting the fragrance of Shri Krishna's lotus feet. Beautiful mood, you should have it. So in the sadhaka deha, you should follow all the rules and regulations. And in the siddha deha, remember, think about the pastimes. In the sadhaka deha, you have to follow the rules. Otherwise the society will become like a chaos, and also maybe you become a disturbance to society because you're not following the rules, or maybe you go to the apasampradayas like Sahajiya, Sakibek, etc. But in your siddha deha, then you can think about the leelas. Chanting holy names slowly, naturally, automatically, spontaneously, this mode of Braja will appear in your heart. Then at the time, under the guidance of the Brajavasis, you will serve. Mahaprabhu told, Acarya Bhavan, Ratri Dina Kara. So chant the holy names. With the mercy of Nama Prabhu, everything will appear free. It's not imagination. I'm a gopi, this and that. The more you chant the holy names, with the influence of holy names, the anarthas will be removed, and then after that, slowly you'll realize your swarup. The more you chant the holy names, the more your heart will be pure, and then slowly, you'll be able to realize your swarup. So two kinds of processes, pranali, siddha pranalis. What is siddha pranali? Process to attain perfection. To realize your swarupa, spiritual form. Tnadapi sunichana. Kirtanya Sadahari, always chant holy names. By chanting the holy names slowly, you'll realize your swarup. Then after that, then you will serve your worshipful deity, Ishtadeva. This is called Siddha Pranali. So Mahaprabhu showed this Siddha Pranali, Trinadapi Sunichana. And in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami also showed Siddha Pranali. Shraddha Sadhusanga, Adu Shraddha Sadhusanga Bhajana Kriyanata Nivriti Nishta Ruchi Ashakti Bhav and Prem. This is the Siddha Pranali, process to attain the perfection. What I want to say is that in the Ramayana we see how we can follow slowly vidhi-marga, path of rules and regulations. That's what this verse explains. Also, if you meditate in your swarup before you have qualification, opposite result will come. Like in your mind you think, oh, I am this manjari, that manjari. You cannot get any benefit with that. Do bhajan slowly. Associate with the sadhus. And the Baba will come. Many people come to the bhajan, then they become saji, sakibekis, full of lust and anger or something, and disappear. Or they go to the Sahaja Sampradaya. Many people go to the Sahaja Sampradaya. So many people have come and left, joined the Sahaja Sampradaya. Maya is very powerful. Maya is very powerful. Maya. That's why our previous acharyas, they followed all the rules also, rules and regulations. Many people take sannyas and give up the sannyas. I don't want to continue following this rule. That's why Gurudeva wrote one book. Which book? Prabandha Panchakam. 5 essential essays. Prabandha Panchakam. This book, 5 essential essays. O nome do livro? Prabandha Panchakam. Artigos. So he wrote very important articles in this book about those who speak against the sannyas ashram and many things. You should read this book. with like attention, study this book. So there's vidhi-bhakti and Raganuga-bhakti. Raganuga-bhakti. So you have to be under the guidance of the Ragatmika Jana. Ragatmika Jana are the eternal associates of Krishna in Braj. And the eternal associates of Bhagavan. They have naturally in their heart love for Krishna. Just like Subal Shrudam have Sakyaras, Nanda Jashodam Vatsalaras, and Madhuraras, Radha and the gopis in their heart. They have natural love for Krishna. They are always absorbed in their own rasa for Krishna. Completely absorbed, parama abhishta. They don't know anything except thinking about Krishna and speaking about Krishna. They're absorbed. Abhishta. Completely immersed. Not even for a moment they forget Krishna, not even for a moment. Even doing their household duties, they're always thinking about Krishna. The ladies of Mathura, they told this verse. Look about the gopis. Look. All the ladies of Vraj, the Vrajavasis, look at their moods. So, Jadohani, Abahani. When they are milking the cows, how they are even doing the household duties but completely absorbed in Krishna. Milking the cows and they're singing. This is Brajavasi. Not even for a moment they forget Krishna. They don't forget Krishna even for a moment. Always thinking about him. Yes, they're doing household duties, this is true. But their minds are absorbed in Krishna. So, always immersed according to their own bhav. Those who are in Sakyaras, Subal Shrudam, the eternal associates of Krishna. They are always thinking about Krishna according to their own mood. Like Vatsalaras, Nanda, Yashoda are always absorbed in serving Gopal and the gopis, serving Madhura Rasa, thinking about how to give pleasure to Krishna at all times. So this is to be Ragatmika. Raga Atma, iti Ragatmika. What is Rag? Spontaneous absorption of the senses in the object of the sense. Naturally, our senses are going to the object of the senses. So in the same way, the Vrajavasis, naturally, whatever they do is for Krishna. And Atma, inside them, like in their hearts, they have naturally this love for Krishna. They have natural love for Krishna in their hearts, the Ragatmika Jan. This is called the Ragatmika Jan. This. And they are called Vrajavasis. Who is called a Vrajavasi? It's not only like living in Braj and you're Vrajavasi. No. This is external. You can also live in Delhi and you say, I'm a Delhi-vasi. Delhi-vasi. Inhabitant of Delhi. Delhi is also good. Delhi is Hastinapur. और द्वारकावास सब द्वारकावास क्या बताया बंदे some all are Dwarkavasis. Who is staying Hastinapur is a part of Dwarka, right? So who is staying in Mathura? So it's good or not? Like Delhi is Hastinapur, the Pandavas live in Hastinapur. It's a part of Dwarka, so it's good also. The other day I told the story that one lady, a girl from Hastinapur, she got married in Vrindavan. When she touched the dust of Vrindavan, immediately so much eager to see Krishna appeared in her heart. Eagerness. The land of Vrindavan has a special glory. Vishesh Mahat. By touching the dust of Vrindavan, immediately this lady from Hastinapur developed Krishna prema in her heart. And she was so eager to see Krishna. She was longing to see Krishna. Very few people know the glories of the trees of Vrindavan. Every leaf, branches, only is they're chanting Radhe Radhe. The trees are chanting Radhe Radhe. The Vrajavasis are the eternal associates of Krishna. They are called Vrajavasis. That's it. So under the guidance of these kind of Vrajavasis, we should serve under their guidance. I was saying this because what was the final decision in Chitrakoot after the assembly? The decision was Bharat should just follow whatever will give happiness to Ram. So in the end, Bharat just left with the wooden shoes of Ram, wooden sandals. And he put the wooden sandals on the throne. Bharat himself did not sit on the throne. And he said, if Bharata told, oh Ram, if you come back one day late after these 14 days, I will give up my body. This is the nishta of Bharata. So Bharata was staying not inside Ayodhya, but in a village called Nandigram. It's like in the boundaries of Ayodhya, like a little bit outside the city. And Bharata was living like a Banavasi, like a person in the forest, like with so much renunciation, just like Ram. He was living like a renunciant. Bharat was living there like a renunciant. From there he would manage the kingdom. And actually ministers were doing many things, mainly. And with the help of ministers he was managing, but from Nandigram, not from inside Ayodhya. These descriptions are so beautiful. So the love to his brother that Bharata had is incomparable. Bharatri prema, love to the brother. Bhatri, yes, Sanskrit word. Ramaniti. My question, can I ask? My question. Because after I finish, we'll take a rest. Is it? Srila, I have one question. Yesterday you were talking about how Lakshmana was able to kill Meghnad because he stayed 14 days without eating, without sleeping, without looking at a woman's face. No, sorry, 14 years. But also you were describing about some 5 or 7 days specifically. I think they were speaking about this. I mean, Lakshmana was telling Ram in Lanka after killing Ravan about this. But I just didn't understand exactly why 7 days you're mentioning separately from the 14 years. Just they're part of these 14 years, or like 14 years and 7 days extra. Why they're describing these 5 or 7 days specifically, not included in the 14 years? What did I say about this yesterday? That person who will be able to kill Indrajit is a person that for 14 years didn't eat anything, didn't look at a woman's face, and didn't sleep for 14 years. That person is capable of killing Indrajit. So the question arises. Okay, for 14 years Lakshmana didn't see a woman's face and also didn't sleep. Okay, for 14 years. But how didn't he not eat? Ramachandra was asking, how did you spend these 14 years without eating? Because every day he used to bring to us food for me and Sita, and he used to collect some fruits in the forest and give to us. So Lakshmana used to give to Ram, and Rama used to divide the food in 3 parts. Like a small pot or something like that. But where did they get the small pot from? With some leaf. Some leaves of trees are just like a dona, just like a small pot, like a bowl, small bowls. You know? So Ramachandra used to divide in 3 parts. One for him, 1 part for Sita Devi, and 1 more for Lakshmana. But when Rama gave to Lakshmana his portion, he would never say, Lakshman, eat this. He would say, Lakshman, take this, or hold this. Understand? So Lakshman told, brother, you never told me instruction directly to eat the food. You only told me, hold this, Lakshman. Like, take this, hold this. So I took, but you didn't tell me to eat it. You just told me, like, take, like, hold. So I just held it. And Lakshman said, oh brother, you never gave me instruction to eat this. So for 6 or 7 days, there are also some days that we didn't even eat. Okay, so Lakshman's explaining. Many days when we ate in the forest, you ate, but actually, sorry, you just gave me the food, I just held the food, right? And also other days, also you didn't even eat, both of us. For example, when the day we heard that our father died, we were so upset because of the death of our father, we didn't eat that day. Also, the day when Sita was kidnapped also, that day we didn't eat. That day we didn't eat. Both of us, we did not eat anything. After that, when Lakshman was pierced or wounded by the Shakti arrow, he also didn't eat. So he gave example one by one, like this. So in this way, 14 years passed. But these 7 days are included in the 14 years. Okay, he was just explaining. Okay. So they're not out of the counting of the 14 years. They're inside the specific days when Lakshman explained. They're inside the 14 years. Simple. Yes, good. Clear. Thank you. I was just thinking, why did he explain, but now I understood. Okay. Just some person. Okay. So the question is, how Lakshman cut the ears and nose of Shurpanakha? Because at the time they were shoved the baby barn. In the TV, it looks like he's looking at her face, but actually, these arrows would work. They would go to the target, moving by the sound of the target. Actually, they had deva-astra, divine weapons. Whatever they think, and then the arrow or the weapon will work just according to the desire of the person who's using it. For example, Ramachandra told Lakshmana, cut her nose and ears. Automatically, Lakshmana did that. He didn't need to look or anything. You don't need to look. You just think about something and the arrow automatically, or the sword, the weapon, will work accordingly. But you may ask, but why did Ram tell to do this, give this order? Why did he give this order? He's the desire tree. Whatever desire you have, and you came to Bhagavan with that desire, he will fulfill your desire. So Shurpanakha wanted to attain Rama as like a husband. This was her goal. She came to him with this desire. So Shurpanakha, she wanted to marry him. She became completely captivated when she saw his beautiful form. That's why Rama told, okay, in this Leela I will not accept you, but in Krishna's pastimes, I will accept you. So this same Shurpanakha came back in Krishna Leela as Kubja. Bhagavan accepted her. So the story of Kubja is also present in the Bhagavatam. After killing Kamsa, Krishna went to Kubja. He said now after. Kamsa Vade ke paschat. Kubja कौन? Sadharani Rati. Kubja है Sadharani Rati, general love. Sadharani Rati. samanja-rati, samartha-rati. Kubja is in the category of Sadharani-rati, general love. Queens of Dwarka, samanja-rati, and gopis, samartha-rati. Queens of Dwarka, they have samanja-rati because their love is divided love. So when you have kids, automatically the love you have for your husband is divided. But the love of the gopis is called samartha-rati, capable of controlling Krishna. They can control to Krishna with their love. You change the subject. She's asking about Kubja meeting with Krishna was after killing Kamsa. But when Krishna was walking in Mathura, he met her, right? First, when Krishna was walking in Mathura, he made her straight. This was before killing Kamsa, yes. But Krishna went to her house and met her amorous pastimes after killing Kamsa. Before they met, like they met for the first time, then they met intimately after killing Kamsa. First he made her straight. This was the first time they met, he made straight.